What's up, everybody? This is your girl EJ, and really quickly, I saw this post on Facebook and it said, which celebrity death hit you the hardest? And although I love, a lot of our celebrities, we've lost Prince, Michael Jackson, Tupac, Biggie Smalls, like a lot of them, Kobe Bryant. But for me, unequivocally, I think the celebrity that hit me the hardest was the death of Whitney Houston. And we're not gonna act like we are not gonna act like, right? I think for me, the reason why Whitney Houston was just so hard, not only because of her voice, like nobody had a voice like Whitney Houston. And if they did, we didn't know about it. Because, sometimes we could see celebrities and they could be doing their thing, but we know somebody like 2 blocks in the hood that can give them a whole lot of run for their money. But I do feel like Whitney Houston was literally in a class of her own. I feel like she just was that voice that we've not seen since her, and we didn't see it before her. Whitney Houston was like that black celebrity. I remember just crossing over, and a lot of people struggling to identify her. Is she pop? Is she R&B? She was all of it. She was all of it. I remember my mom like buying her tapes, and we would listen to those when we would go out and maybe go to the grocery store. Like we was listening to Whitney Houston. Whitney Houston was playing in my house. Like Whitney Houston was just everywhere. In my recollection, she was also a celebrity that didn't do a lot. Every time you saw her, she was the same. It wasn't like she switched up her look. It wasn't like she switched up her brand. Like she gave you Whitney each and every time, and it was the same old Whitney. Because why fix something if it's not broken? She was black, she was beautiful, and she was just this goal of all the little black girls singing, like don't say you can sing if you can't sing a Whitney Houston song, because I believe the children are our future. Like if you couldn't sing that, you couldn't, no, don't say you're a singer. Just say you're alto. Just say you a soprano or a tenor, but don't say you a singer, because you and she was classy. Her songs didn't have any vulgarities. I don't remember any profanities. Like her music, you could listen to her songs in any type of crowd, in any type of room, and it worked. I mean, she was very classy. Like we didn't even know she was talking about sleeping with somebody else's husband until like a few years ago, saving all my love for you. We didn't even know. We didn't even know, Nippy, that you were doing those things. We didn't even know, but you were so classy with it. We was just singing it. So I'm thinking of my love for you. So not only did Whitney's music transcend through generations, but she gave us projects each and every decade. It wasn't like, oh, she was really hot in the 90s or she was really hot in the 80s. Like Whitney was that girl throughout each generation. And not only that, but her music was timeless to where if you play one of her songs today, it's still a bop. Because my name is not Susan. So watch what you say. And if you still need her, then be on your way. So I remember when Whitney Houston died, and it was just kind of plastered everywhere on all the news outlets and all the channels. And it was just so weird for me because it was the weekend of the Grammys. And I remember them doing coverage of her death on the red carpet because I think she died in the hotel where Clive Davis's party was. And I remember thinking, oh, they still having the party. Oh, her body's still. So that was one of those moments where I was like, oh, Hollywood really don't care about you. Like they are the epitome of the show must go on. And it did, apparently. I also remember being angry when she died because I felt like all of these news outlets kept talking about her drug use and her addictions and all of the things that were bad about her and Bobby Brown. And like, I feel like when they leave, when the celebrities leave, I feel like let's just talk about all the good things, not to ignore the struggles, not to ignore the bad things that they may have done, but in this moment in time, can we not I guess just show appreciation for the gifts that they've given the world? And I feel like a voice like Whitney's, the projects that she made, the songs that she made, The Bodyguard was a huge movie. Like if nothing else, I Will Always Love You, her cover of Dolly Parton's song, I feel like Like, just play that in rotation. Like, don't you ain't got to call her a crackhead. You do not have to call her a crackhead. Just play the song and be quiet. Whitney Houston was everything. And so for them to kind of like minimize all of her work and say, she's dead and she had a drug addiction and so now she gone. Not cool. Now let's talk about this funeral that they had for her. Me personally, I did get dressed up for the funeral to sit on my couch. I was dressed for the ceremony. I watched every moment of it. It was cringy. Actually, I remember Bobby Brown getting up and leaving. I remember Ray J putting his hand on the casket as they were leaving out. I remember Bobby Christina kind of rubbing on her grandmother, almost consoling her. It was just a lot of stuff I remember. And I just remember being just so sad. Like, I cried the entire time because Whitney was just so iconic to me. And for a long time after she passed, I was not able to listen to her music. Like, my family knew if a Whitney song came on, change the station, change the channel, change something, because mama is crazy right now. She's not able to listen to it. And I was like that for years. I just got to a point now where I can probably like be okay with one of her songs coming on the radio and not changing it. But for a while, I just, we have these parasocial relationships with these celebrities, and some people will call you crazy because you love a celebrity or because you're like a super fan of someone. But I don't think it's anything wrong with admiring and appreciating who someone is and what they've gifted to the world. And Whitney Houston definitely gifted us with her voice. Like, it was just this, it was the thing that all singers, try to reach. Her voice was just, it was untouchable. And we've, like I said, we've not heard a voice like hers since she has passed. Although in her latter years, she did lose her voice. Not lose it. She still could sing better than me. But she did not have that iconic voice that she had in the earlier parts of her career. And she still was able to do what she needed to do. So for me, for sure, Whitney Houston was the celebrity death that hit the hardest. Now, I remember when Biggie and Tupac were murdered. I remember my brother struggled with that because my brother was really into rap music, and I was not. And I really didn't understand the significance of a huge celebrity passing at that time. But when Whitney passed, I could definitely understand, and it hurt. And then I think for a lot of us, it was even more difficult when Bobby Christina passed so shortly after. So I just think, the Whitney Houston story, the death of Whitney Houston is just such a tragic story. It's tragedy all around. Like, there is no silver lining in the story of her death at all. Because you want our stars, our celebrities, our people, you want them to age and reap all of the benefits of their labor. And if that means, make another CD or make another project, fine. If that means be in a movie, fine. If that means, I've earned my way to be a guest judge on a show, or if that means I don't want to do anything at all. But we lose our celebrities to, just some of the worst things, and that is just so unfortunate. I feel like Whitney could easily be on American Idol, or a guest on this show or that show, or giving musical insight. I feel like she definitely earned the right to do those types of things, and it really is unfortunate that she's not here. Now, as always, I want to hear from you guys. Which celebrity death hit you the hardest? Now, some of y'all out there, honey, y'all don't even be studying the celebrities, and that's fine. But if you were affected by a celebrity death, which one affected you the most? Thank you guys so very much for tuning in. This is your girl EJ, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.